even though the players may change, it's the same. You know what I mean? It's the same. So I be hearing stories about South Side fights and East Side fights, and then I go back. I'm from the West Side, and know it was a similar thing. You know what I mean? Like we had foes against insanes, Cicero insanes against mafias, conservatives against travelers, unknowns against conservatives, undertakers against mafia insanes. Uh, just a number of different things. Uh, breeds, against black souls. We had all different type of stuff going on the West Side, and it was similar stories. First we used to, meet up at the schools, box it out, fight it out. You know what I mean? Only the strong will survive in those type of situations. You know what I mean? That's why to this day, you know who the real people are and who the fake people are. To this day, if you from the streets, it is what it is. You know what it is. You know the people who used to run when them riots would kick off or fights would kick off at the schools. You know who would still be there and who wouldn't be there. At the end of the day, I say this is that ain't nothing new under the sun. All the stuff that people think is new, it ain't new. It's the same thing, just recycled again. Now we in the raps, and people think it's different, but it's really the same. You know what I mean? You can't tell me that on the West Side it wasn't busting in the '90s. You can't tell me that we wasn't, it wasn't going on everywhere. Chicago Avenue and Trumbull. You can't tell me it wasn't busting over there. You can't tell me Lake and Cicero wasn't busting. You can't tell me that Lake and Laramie wasn't busting. You can't tell me that K-Town wasn't busting. You can't tell me that L-Town wasn't busting. There was a lot of stuff going on back then, and a lot of people didn't survive. A lot of people did survive, but a lot of people didn't survive. I remember at Taft High School, I was sitting there, and I was just counting all the people that we lost. And it's always been playing sides like this. There's always been people that's in your same gang that hung out on the other block. They really in that gang, but they still claiming the gang that you in. That's how that backdoor stuff really works. That's how, you know, that's what it started back then. They just called it something else, but that's really how it started. People that really in your gang, but they really in the other gang. They just don't want to flip to that gang because they don't want to, go under those restrictions and those rules. They want to stay under your gang so they can't get violated. So anyway, till the next time.